Good evening and welcome to the playoffs here on Football Friday Night. I'm Jason Geyser, and as you can see, I am here all alone tonight. That's because Tyler is in Cincinnati, where a pair of Lima teams this evening made the trek south to begin their postseasons. He made the long drive. The least that we can do is lead the show with his highlights. Lima Senior grabbed the 15 seed in Division II Region 8 despite ending the regular season on a 5-game skid. Tonight, the Spartans are a mile down the road from Kings Island, visiting undefeated Kings Mills Kings. Down 7-0 on the first possession, facing 3rd and long. Aiden Howard escapes pressure and finds Isaiah Funches Foster in the flats. He shoves the defender away before breaking free and picking up a few more yards after contact. Lima Senior moves the chains, but they'd fumble the ball away. The defense answers, though. Ensuing drive, Kings fumbles themselves. Anthony Mosley barreling in. Carlos Harmon falls on it. Momentum's back with the Spartans, so here they go. The handoff to Funches Foster, who continues to make people miss. Reach into the pylon. They say he was out at the 1, but no worries. Next play, Aiden Howard finishes off on the keeper. However, that's all Lima Senior gets. Spartans fall 50-6. Heading deeper into the Queen City to Stargell Stadium. Shawnee is the 9 seed in Division III Region 12. They visit 8 seed Cincinnati Hughes. The Indians make their 3rd postseason appearance in search of their first ever playoff victory. 3rd quarter up 19-0 when Luke Cowan busts through for the sack. Following a safety, they lead 21-0. They're on the kickoff. Chase Beery with a lane and speed bursting through the hole. Blockers out in front. He brings this all the way inside the 30-yard line. Shawnee has a short field and Jordan Banks receives the toss. Weaving his way right to you. Indians up 28-0 in the 4th. Coach Cooper's guys beginning to sense history, but the defense still has business to take care of. Still pitching a shutout, pressuring the quarterback out of the pocket, and it's Zach Noonan laying out for the pick. Shawnee blanks Hughes 28-0. They'll face #1 seed Hamilton Baden next week, but for tonight, it's all smiles after the first playoff victory in school history.
It feels amazing. This is such a special feeling for us and our community. Our fans making the drive down here to Cincinnati, that's a lot to us. It's really special.
I'm really proud for our seniors. Our seniors, you know, hey, we had a tough stretch. We went through the middle of the season, lost 4 games in a row, and those guys stayed with it and kept competing and kept trying to get better, and the fruits of their labor came out today. A big win for not only for our kids, but especially that senior class.
Staying in Region 12, St. Mary's hosts a familiar playoff opponent. The Rough Riders square off against Franklin for the 3rd straight postseason. They won by 4 at Franklin in 2019 and 6-0 in overtime at home last fall. It's a much more lopsided affair this time around. Riders up 35-6 in the 3rd, and the defense gets the interception. It's Keegan Sharp setting St. Mary's up inside the red zone. That's good field position. Backup QB Cody Wallace capitalizes on the keeper. Rough Riders go up 42-6. Still in the 3rd now. Franklin's punting, but the ball sails over the punter's head, and Sharp is Johnny on the spot once again. Yet another St. Mary's drive starts inside the 20, and this time it's Kevin Perry hauling the rock across the goal line. The 9-yard touchdown makes it 49-6, and they aren't done on defense either. How about Caleb Felver now getting his hands on the football with the interception? St. Mary's rolls 49-13. The 5th-seeded Riders will host 13-seed Chaminade Julienne next Friday. While the Rough Riders are the 5 seed in Region 12, their rivals from Wapakoneta are the 6th. That puts them in the opposite half of the bracket, hosting Dayton Dunbar tonight. On the Redskins' first drive, Braden Goulet hands it off to Jace Mullen, and we've seen this story before. It's 7-0 Wapakoneta. Dunbar drives down to the goal line, but on 4th down, the quarterback loses the ball here, and Tyler Hauser would dive on it. Nothing comes of the ensuing drive for Wapakoneta, though, and so when the Wolverines get the ball back, more hijinks. That snaps over the QB's head. He recovers, but Mikey Lee's there to pounce on him for the big loss. Right before the half, the Redskins get the ball, and on 3rd down, Goulet takes it himself 12 yards to pick up the 1st down, and later in the drive, it's once again Goulet taking it from 10 out into the end zone. Wapak rolls 30-0. They play 3-seed Bellbrook next Friday night. We need to take a break here on Football Friday Night, but there are highlights from 3 more playoff games on the other side. That includes another WBL team, the defending state champs from Van Wert, opening their title defense in Division 4. Stay tuned.
Football Friday Night is brought to you by Union Bank. Now with everyday rewards checking, with free online banking and bill pay, refunds on ATM charges, and more.
Welcome back. What a sequel the Van Wert football team gave their fans this fall. After winning the program's first state championship, this year's Cougars went 9-1, claimed a share of the WBL title, and put up some serious offensive fireworks, leading the league far and away in scoring, total offense, and passing offense. Tonight, Keith Recker's crew begins their quest for a return to state as the 3 seed in Division 4, Region 14. They welcome a 5-5 Rossford team to downtown Van Wert. Opening drive for the Cougars on 3rd down, Aiden Pratt floats it to the sideline in a big window for Garrett Gunner, who makes the catch and outruns 2 defenders to the end zone. Van Wert's quickly up 7-0. Still 7 minutes left in the first. Pratt sees big brother Connor with separation downfield. The elder Pratt sibling snares it and sets up the Cougars inside the red zone, and it only takes 2 plays for the younger Pratt to get him into the end zone. No one's going to stop the big junior across the goal line. The Cougar lead grows to 14-zip. Rossford looking to respond, but the rainy conditions can make that real tough. The ball is loose, and Van Wert recovers the fumbled exchange. You can't keep giving this high-powered offense the ball. Pratt on another QB keeper, picking his way for first down yardage and then some. He gets his team inside the 10-yard line, and then Pratt heads to his left and flicks the shovel pass to Maddox Crutchfield into the end zone. Cougars roll 46-0. They face Wauseon next Friday at Eggers Stadium. Van Wert's the smallest of our area's Friday night playoff teams this fall. Findlay's at the other end of the spectrum. The Trojans ride a 5-game win streak into the Division 1, Region 2 postseason, hosting Miamisburg. Down 7-0 until Ryan Montgomery decides to test the friendly skies and hooks up with Ben Ireland. I don't know much, but I know not many defenders are going to catch the speedy senior. He takes it 71 yards to tie the game at 7 per side. Down 14-7 when they get the ball back, and the Trojans answer again. Montgomery over the middle to Justin Roth for a 23-yard score. Findlay wins 28-26. They'll visit 3 seed Huber Heights Wayne next Friday in the second round. The only small school matchup on this football Friday night is certainly a notable one. Fresh off their first ever outright NWCC championship and a school record 9-win regular season, Upper Scioto Valley opens their 3rd ever trip to the postseason with a rematch against Perry in tonight's football Friday night spotlight game.
Football Friday Night Spotlight Game, brought to you by D&D Trucking and Services.
The Rams won 9 straight games to end the regular season and claim the 6th seed in Division 7, Region 26. 11th seeded Perry closed with 4 straight wins, dating back to their Week 6 loss on this very field in McGuffey. First quarter, the snap goes over Ryan Yank's head, but the NWCC Offensive Player of the Year reels it in, and on that wet field is still able to pick up the first down. However, the gains were few and far between for Perry. Very next play, Tristan Fisher corrals Yanks and drops him for no gain. You know the USV contingent has to believe they have the league's players of the year, and when they get the ball, Jackson Rohr sets off to prove it. The Rams senior is gone, 57 yards on the house call. He gives the home team an early 6-0 lead. Second quarter, on a 4th and 2 from midfield, the give is to Connor Sanders, and the 6'4", 220-pound senior won't be denied. However, Perry's defense would get the stop. Terry Riley gets into the backfield, and Braylon Ardner helps clean it up, but for most of the night, it was the Rams, more often than not, making the big plays on defense. Final minute of the half, Maddox Underwood comes down with the interception. The freshman gets the ball back just 1 play after his coaches had called a smart timeout with Perry pinned deep. And on their very first snap, it's Roars. Bouncing off the pile and heading 15 yards to pay dirt, USV takes a 14-0 lead into halftime this evening. Third quarter, Rams going for it on another 4th down, but this time Ardner, the sophomore, throws down the quarterback for a loss. It's still 14-0 into the 4th quarter, but Upper does get the backbreaker. Here's Roars on a straight-up mud field at this point, still sure-footed, 27 yards into the red zone, and they've let the senior cap the drive. 203 yards and 4 scores for Roars. The Roundhead Alger McGuffies win 26-0. They'll take on tomorrow night's LCC Crestview winner next Saturday night. There were just 2 other area teams in action tonight. In Division 2, Sidney bows out in the opening round, falling 37-10 at Trenton Edgewood. While in D3, Bell Fountain gets back on track. The 14 seeds beat 3 seed Dresden Tri-Valley 20-13. The Chieftains are at Mount Orr of Western Brown next Friday. We're set for our second and final break here on Football Friday Night. When we come back, we take a look at tomorrow's playoff schedule, so stick around.
Football Friday Night is brought to you by Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's, where we'll fix the problem the first time, not cause more.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night. While our area had only 10 teams in action tonight, the other 27 local qualifiers kick off tomorrow evening. In Division 5, Indian Lake hosts Apple Creek Waynedale at 7. Ottawa Glandorf has a 5 o'clock home game against Doylestown Chippewa. The winners square off next Saturday. All the other Saturday games are 7 p.m. kicks. That includes Bath traveling up the highway to visit Liberty Benton, also in Region 18. In Region 20, Versailles opens the postseason at home, welcoming Cincinnati Summit Country Day to HB Hole Field. Division 6, Region 22, undefeated Columbus Grove hosts a first-round rematch of last year's 59-0 win over Ottawa Hills. Bluffton is on the road at Liberty Center. Bottom half of the bracket, Van Buren also hits the road, making a trip to Cary in the opening round. In Region 24, defending state champion Coldwater starts their title defense at home against Jefferson. Allen East also has a home game on Saturday night, welcoming New Paris National Trail to Goodwin Field. Fort Recovery heads south to Arcanum, and Anna treks down to Springfield Northeastern. Division 7, Region 26, Hardin Northern visits top-seeded Hopewell Loudon. Waynesfield Goshen hosts Sycamore Mohawk. We get a BVC rematch with Arlington at Macomb, and Lipsick is home to Ayersville. Come to think of it, that Macomb game is at Donnell Stadium in Findlay tomorrow night. Spencerville makes the long trip north into Eden tomorrow. Patrick Henry heads that same direction visiting Antwerp, and LCC has a home game against a once familiar foe tangling with Crestview. The winner plays USV next Saturday. In Region 28, undefeated Marion Local holds the #1 seed, entering a home game against Twin Valley South. Fort Loramie hosts Springfield Catholic Central. Riverside is also at home against Portsmouth Sciotoville. And in the bottom of the bracket, defending D7 state champion New Bremen plays host to Laughlin, while St. Henry welcomes Ansonia to the Wally Post Athletic Complex tomorrow night. And that's how we wrap up Week 11 of Football Friday Night. Come right back here tomorrow for 11 high school football games, plus district, soccer, and cross-country regionals. Have a great night.